Well, the Fishers Police Department is set to hold its National Night Out event tomorrow. It was scheduled to happen back in August, but was postponed because of the death of Elwood police officer Noah Chavez. In tonight's Unfiltered, I spoke with the police chief on why events like this allow for a one-on-one conversation with the community. Chief, good to see you. Thank you for joining us here at Unfiltered. We really appreciate you taking some time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Nights like National Night Out, very important for community policing, right?
Yes, very much.
Why is that?
It's an opportunity to, it's another opportunity to bring our community and our officers together so they can interact and talk with each other and learn from each other. And so we can get an understanding of how to do a better job, and they can get an understanding of what it's like to, for us to take that in and just have a real conversation, like a one-on-one conversation.
So usually when you have these nights, how many officers are out there? How many people show up from the community? Kind of give us the lay of the land, if you will.
Well, we've changed ours a little bit. We used to do satellite parks and so forth, where we'd go out and hit the parks. What we've done here the last couple of years that I wanted to do is to open the doors of the police department and have an open house for our community to come in, see their department, see where it is we work, see that we're good stewards of their trust. And basically, in reality, it is their agency. So it's an opportunity for us to open all the doors. We cook hot dogs out back. We welcome the kids. We have some things for the kids. And then we set up a lot of our specialty teams, a lot of the things that we're doing in-house for our community so they can see it firsthand.
So that's good for the community. What about for the police officers?
I think to the same. I kind of evaluated through them and through the community of what was a better feel, and they tend to. Now, I think we'll always have to kind of change it and be new or be different, but in the parks, it just felt like it was kind of, for us anyway, it was losing kind of that attraction or draw, because we had like 6 or 7 parks, so they were smaller groups, whereas this, we can all concentrate. It's more of a constant flow of people, so they're busy the whole time they're there, so it feels like they're constantly interacting. So I think this is the better feel for my agency from their perspective as well.
When younger kids show up, why is that a good thing long term when it comes to community policing?
Our mission here is to protect our community, secure the future of our kids.
Yeah.
And so they're part of our very vision and mission of our department. So bringing them in, they are our future leaders. They are our future police officers, future everything. So I think bridging that gap of communication is fundamentally one of the most important things you can do. And I think you lose that. I think you lose that from earlier education. And as kids get older and they grow into teens and so forth, you lose a little bit of that allure. And I think it's our opportunity to kind of get that back a little bit, shake their hands and kind of see what their world is like as they see what our world is like.
Has it been a little bit more difficult over the past few years to build that trust with the community with everything that's happened, George Floyd and everything else that's gone on in society?
Well, during that year, you take 2020, which was a year that really no one knew how to prepare for because no one had been through it. In a year that we were dealing with COVID, we had all these rules and regulations of social distancing, and we couldn't do a lot of things. And then you had Floyd happen. And in order to educate our community, we have to be out within it. So in the very year where we need to be out the most and invite people in the most, and our books and badges and reading with kids and our DARE programs and our teen academies and our citizens academies, not just for Fishers, but across the nation, all those were shut down. So I feel like in the year that we needed to be out there the most, it was very hard to find that common bond of where to be and where to educate each other. And I think that even hurt us even further and set us back. Now, I think you saw a lot of communities such as ours and others like ours come back to opening the doors and tours and ride-alongs and build those community partnerships that you need. And I think 2022, we're only getting stronger as we roll, as you have a lot of different, we know what COVID is now. We know
right.
Our policies are out there as it would apply to Floyd, and people, we've built transparency sites, and, these things are starting to get out there more. So the only thing we can do to fight that negative kind of stigma is to embrace our community more and bring them in, and which is why we shifted to the open house.
Right. Well, good job. About 30 seconds left for folks who want to come out. What do they need to know?
They just need to show up at the police department. We're going to open the doors, and please come meet myself, meet my staff, meet all the officers, and enjoy a hot dog on us, and we'll sit down and talk with you. And it's your building, so come see it.
Yeah, well said. Chief Gebhardt with the Fisher Police Department, thank you so much for taking some time.
Thank you.
And Fisher's PD says that they're dedicating tomorrow's event to Officer Shanavez's memory. Doors open at 5 p.m. The event will run until 7.